Hello core community. Today in another tutorial I like to show you how you get access to all the funny tiny pieces, the gadgets. The receiver has a setup menu, ECU data converter from our CB electronics side have some access, setup menus, and also our speed sensor. In this example, in this tutorial, you will later see the access for the receiver and the access for the P2B IAS speed sensor. So you will have a lot of fun and learn, I hope, something how you can handle these modern setup things inside telemetry units for the core system. Thanks, see you later. Okay, here I'm back again, and now I like to show you how to get access to the core receiver setup menu and for example to the P2B IAS-460 speed sensor setup menu. First, in an empty core telemetry or main page, please create two widgets for the receiver and one for the IAS speed sensor as a minimum. So put your finger on the display, select telemetry, go to sensor, and on top we see already the PBR9D receiver, and for example select battery, say OK. Maybe we can expand the display, the widget a bit, and say OK. So we have the voltage of the receiver, and on the other side of the page I would select telemetry again, sensor, and I go to CB P2B IAS-460 and I select speed as an icon. Okay, so also we can expand that a bit so we have it bigger. Okay, now we see 0 kilometers and 7.8 volts for the receiver. To get access to the receiver menu, just go back to the telemetry page, and here in the column menu you see these three white bars, and just push the bottom, scanning for menu, and here we go. Here we see the firmware version of the receiver, and we see the frame rate, we see S-bus 2 on data output, and output A start with channel 1. So here you can also set up and modify the appropriate values, for example like SXRL as a serial bus output, or we go back to S-bus or other things. With the new gyro, you have some additional pages here, but these are only functional if the gyro is connected to your receiver. So don't worry, the main menu is frame rate, S-bus, channel output, and so on. So that's all, no big deal. You can go back and we go to the home menu. Now let's have a look at the IAS sensor from CB electronics from us. So the CB P2B IAS-460, same idea, menu bars, push that, scanning for the menu, and here you see all the issues. Not active means in this case if you are in the imperial mode, so that you don't have metric values as telemetry MEAS values. You could have a selection between miles per hour or knots. So if knots is active, you get knots as a speed indication. If this is deactivated, oops, once again, then you will have miles per hour in the case the transmitter is running on imperial. So that's it. Simulation active is just a situation where you can simulate speed values. It's counting up. No big deal. It's just to get some moving data to your IAS display, we can activate that, for example, and you will show later what's going on there. The version is 1.0 actually for the IAS speed sensor. Here you see the core master address. It's a hexadecimal value of x44. And in case that you have changed that, moved the IAS sensor to a different address, then maybe here's another value visible. And with reset master address, you can always reset the IAS speed sensor to the default value of hex44. Usually there is no need to change the master address, except you would use two of our sensors, which we would be happy to sell you two sensors in one model, but honestly I don't think that many people will have two IAS sensors in one model. So usually there should be no real situation having a different core master address. So that's it all. Let's move out, and here you see the simulation is active. It's just counting up and simulating some data, so yes, that you can play with it in your lab or in your working room. So going back to it, and we can deactivate that and go back to the menu. It's again 0. So yeah, that's all. And yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I can always answer your questions. So from my side, that's all. Have a nice day, have a good time, and much fun with the core system.